Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You are here with the Executive Misfits. You've got Amy Thomson here, and you've got my awesome co-host, Brian Patrick White from Listen on Big Media. Brian Patrick, introduce yourself and introduce our show. Tell them why we're here today and what we're doing. Also, to anybody watching this, if you're watching this for the first time, let us know in the comments. If you're watching the replay or you're watching live, tell us a bit about yourself. Say, hashtag replay. Tell us where you're from. Give us some kind of love. Be good. Brian Patrick, take it away.
I'm feeling the green love from you this morning, Amy Thomson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, smoking, smoking green. Hello, everyone. Brian Patrick White here with Listen on Big Media, IB Giant Productions, and Signature Sizzles. Having a fabulous time in this studio. What do we have? March 17th, right? This is the year of the ox, the year of the metal ox, I believe. 2021.
2021, and it happens to be St. Patrick's Day. And for anybody who's Irish, like I've got an Irish background, happy St. Patrick's Day. Anybody who's not Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. And Brian Patrick, I know you're not wearing green suspenders, but I got you a lovely pair. So, if you want to come back to Canada or, I head up to Florida.
Hand them over.
Hand them over. There you go.
Thanks.
There you go. All right. So we have today a very special show for you. We're going to be discussing some of the history of St. Patrick's Day, which is really cool. We're going to be talking about some of the projects that have opened up even since we've been doing this show. We have global people coming to us for different things. And we're going to be talking about global expansion. Some things are really positively expanding, and we're also going to be talking about domination in different empires and stuff. So super fun. Who are you, Brian Patrick, and why should people listen to you? I just want to bring that up.
Who am I and why should people listen to me? So I'm a producer. I'm a writer, director, and producer, and a project manager. Right? And what that means is we're going to take your idea, your business, we're going to encapsulate, we're going to look at your ultimate goal and the gaps, and we're going to fill them in, right? And take you to the promised land. Currently putting together the streaming channel, the international nonprofit news channel, and I have some exciting news to share with you real soon. So anyway, what it looks like, everyone out there listening, everyone out there watching, you and I have a conversation. You got a project, you got a business, early stage business startups, right? Or perhaps you've been in business for a bit and you're looking to increase your clientele, attract some more leads. Let's have a conversation. And we'll take it from there.
It's kind of funny because you are the startup kind of person, and I am the project person. It's like, if you've got a dream, I'm going to help you make it happen. That's just how it works. Yes, and I'm Amy Thomson. I'm the founder of the Finishers Club, where dreams connect, and also a lot of other things. I'm a project person. That's what I do. I create projects, and I help people bring their dreams together. So let's talk about the news. What's happening in the news? And thanks for the heart. Somebody gave us a nice heart, and I don't know who it was, but thank you very much. Brian Patrick, what's in the news today?
What's in the news today? It is March 16th, 2021, 1:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Florida. How about over there, Ojo?
It's 8:53 p.m. East African time.
That's EAT.
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it.
Brian Patrick, you're freezing.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about Ojo, because you're playing a video, and Ojo seems like a pretty awesome person, and I want to tell people how this came about. Last week, we were sharing the good news that we found on the internet, and somebody who actually has that project off in Uganda saw our video. And now they've connected with Brian Patrick, and they're working on, what are you working on now? It's just really cool how these things work.
All right, I reached out to Ojo. Last week, Amy and I, on our show, after we debriefed, were like that, really being straight with all of you out there watching and listening, is one of our worst shows to date. And so I was completely unprepared with the news side of things. I go to the Good News Network, and I pull news. and I go through the stories. And last week, I barely went through them. And I'm talking about this village in Uganda. And we're talking about shea butter and solar panels. And I really don't have a clue what's going on, other than this guy did something really cool in this village. And afterwards, I read more. I read through the article, clicked on The Guardian, and then, oh, joke, he's there, right? I reached out to him on Twitter. He reached back. We got on Zoom yesterday, and we had like an hour conversation. And what he has created over there is brilliant. He's a project developer, right? And he went in and created this infrastructure in the village. And I'm looking forward to another conversation with him, and you're going to be hearing a lot more.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out his project, it's okercity.org, and he's doing like solar panels and shea butter, and it's fueling an economy, and that's super, super cool. So you never know when you're sharing something online how things end up like turning around, and we're all contributors. We're all working with each other.
Hey, Amy, I don't want to speed bump over this. So the shea tree, he's like, look, we're not using this natural resource. We're not using it here. And so utilizing that in the village, and then he's with schools, a community banking center. Like, this is his home village from when he was 6 months and left to go live with his mother. He came back and he saw what was happening. So he took his university schooling, and he actually moved back to the village. And like I said, you're going to hear a lot more. I didn't want to speed bump over it. It's more than solar panels and shea butter.
No,
Take it away, Amy.
Yeah, no, that's pointing to something that's very important. I know that I'm in a training program right now, and we're bringing projects out into the world. And one of the things that happens is the more passionate you are about something and it's coming from your heart, the more conversations you have, and then it inspires other people, and then they jump in and they take on something else and something else, and before you know it, your project that started out as a small vision becomes something really, really enormous. Now, I don't know if you want me to get right into some of the projects that are happening right now, or if you want to go into the other news. I think we should just transition into the projects.
Go.
Here's what's happening. I started a Happy Kids project, and the reason I started it was because I have a couple children, and they've had a really rough time, and I had had a rough time in my past, and I know a lot of people who are parents and kids who are struggling, and there are a lot of people who have been affected by suicides or homicides and all kinds of things. And I'm like, if somebody doesn't like this is impacting my family, and why am I just going to sit back and let that happen to my kids or anybody else's kids, right? So, and it's not that I'm coming from being a savior. There's a difference. Normally I'm somebody who jumps in and tries to help everything. This part came very different because I was having to admit like these things are happening in my life, and that I didn't have all the answers. So that was something that started it, and it's very important to me. But then I also have a voice, and I know people. So I started talking and asking around, and now this project is going to be like a self-directed, self-led. Like there are probably going to be over 100 people who are coming together to contribute to the first project is going to have 20 youth and their families. But we're going to be like using a holistic approach of it takes a village to raise a child, but also looking at it from the kids' perspective is they have so many people telling them what to do and what can help and everything, and they're bombarded with media and things every day. So we want the kids' input as well in how to, like, it's kind of like they're also leading the project as well, so that they can self-empower and we can all work together. And it's evolving right before my eyes, and I'm letting go of control. I'm trying to make sure I have everything looking good and perfect. But I know it's gonna turn into something amazing. Whew. So that's where that is. We have I want to tell you like all the details of the things that have unfolded in the last week, but I'll get into that in a few minutes. Can we talk about St. Patrick's Day? Because I feel a little awkward wearing the green wig that my kids bought, and I've got these lovely suspenders, and you've got Brian Patrick, and I'm Amy Hanlon Thomson. So my background is Irish, Scottish, and English. And so as much as I avoided looking into the history of my family, today I decided I was going to go in and see a little bit about the story of St. Patrick. And I also learned a lot about the invasion, the Romans into Britain, and how St. Patrick, it was Patrick at the time, he was captured as a slave and taken into Ireland when he was 16 years old. And then from there, years later, he was able to escape and go back to like Britain, where he brought Christianity back. That's how he became St. Patrick. And he shared the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit by using a clover and using the 3 leaves on the clover and how they interrelated, but it was all one. And it was kind of neat to see that. And I didn't really know about the invasion of the Romans into Britain before, and I learned a lot about that today. So, all right. I just thought I'd share that.
This is also the History Channel here with us.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've got some history on the screen. We've got some pogues to play in a little bit if you guys like music. Woo. Woohoo! All right, BP, tell us about the news, though. I really do want to know about the news. You've picked some really cool things about like the ancient DNA.
I did.
Yeah.
I picked them last week, and my focus has been on Ojok in the Ugandan village. And so, in light of last week, I will not share the news that I picked out last week. And I
was interested in that.
I can read through it, and I don't want to. I'm choosing not to. And I'd like to keep rolling with what we've got. The big news this week is that Ojok and I connected, and I took a complete flub last week and created this miracle out of it. Not that I'm a miracle maker, yet one action leads to another action, right? And I'm looking forward to the next actions that are coming up. So without further ado, let's keep rocking and rolling with what we've got up next.
All right. Well, we were just talking about the pogues, so I'm gonna share the screen with the pogues here, and I'm going to play a little bit of music for you guys. Okay, Google, resume the music. In the summer breeze, the night walked by a town. Okay, Google, stop the music. We can't play very much of it because we'll get copyright issues, right? I want to be able to play the songs for you guys. But the Pogues is one of the best known punk Irish bands, and yeah, it's like if you were to come to one of my family events, we play a lot of different Irish music and different styles of music at every holiday. So my brother plays the bagpipes. He hasn't been, like, he moved far away, but like we have a very musical family, and it's been a lot of fun.
The bagpipes. One thing I do like about the bagpipes are it's a continuous. It doesn't stop. Like you can keep on going and going and going and going. And I mean, I know you can do this. There's a technique called circular breathing. So if you're playing the saxophone, clarinet, wind instruments, you're able to do this circular breathing, the didgeridoo, and it's ongoing. Yet what I love about the bagpipes is they go on and on and on. And then you throw some drums in there, get a little beat. It's like instant meditation.
If I knew we were talking about drums, I would have had my drums over here. I would have started drumming for you.
You got something for next week.
Got something for next week. Exactly. Yeah. So I want to talk about your project and how people can connect with you, BP.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And one more thing about the Pogues, guys. If you guys don't know some good Irish bands and you like Irish punk, you can look for like Flogging Molly or Dropkick Murphys. Now those ones are American bands, but there's a lot of actual good Irish bands that you can look at as well. So I thought I would just mention a couple of my favorites, and you guys can take it from there. But since it's St. Patrick's Day, I would highly recommend looking into the Irish heritage and what kinds of bands were influenced. And I like really calm Celtic music as well. And even though I don't think Lorena McKenna is Irish, she has a really beautiful sound as well. Somebody else I really like. I don't think she's Irish. She might be.
DNA check.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, so yeah, tell us about what's going on and how people can get a hold of you.
All right, excellent. So Eric Engelart, and get a hold of me here, and we'll get in touch. Eric Engelart has this idea, and we've ran one mock. It's a murder mystery. It's an online. It's digital. You have a character. You get your character. Everyone shows up. There's actually a script. You go through it. Then it's like, all right, who done it? Right? It's totally.
Can I pause you for a minute? Because for people who don't know who Eric Engelhardt is, it would be good to know, because when you share that, I was like stuck on it, and I want to hear fully what you're saying.
Thank you. I love this ongoing. So Eric Engelhardt is a friend of mine. He's a civil engineer, and he's creating a show, engineer turned entrepreneur. Engineer turned entrepreneur. He has 4 episodes on Opportunity Entertainment, and he also has a 30-day book writing challenge. And within this, we're looking to expand. So his partner Maria is going through some procedures, and there are some pretty hefty medical bills, travel, all of that goes along with it. So he's like, hey, you know, what can we do to generate some money around it to pay for this? And he came up with the idea of putting on a murder mystery theater. So we ran one. We had a whole lot of fun. We're running the second one. We're building this up, totally looking at it as creating a business, and it's coming up in April. If you're an author, you know, writer, here's the thing. We're talking about actually putting a club together and writing our own murder mysteries, and then working these into the business so people can show up anywhere in the world. We've got the script set up and all. So if any of this sounds fun, entertaining, like an opportunity for you, whether to attend our next murder mystery theater, or if you'd like to write or interested in the 30-day book writing challenge, reach out to me at listenbigmedia@gmail.com, and we'll connect with Eric. We'll hear what you have to say, and we'll move the ball forward. We'll move the ship forward. Okay.
So that sounds so cool. And what I love about what we're doing is, like, we are literally on the court helping people achieve their dreams. And Eric's vision came from, you know, wanting to help his wife who was going through things, but she did not, like, medical stuff, and she did not give up on herself either. They decided to get really creative. And one of the things I noticed about her was she got in touch with, like, who she was. And, like, the two of them decided to look at things from a completely different angle and get people involved. There's a lot of things when people are suffering, they suffer alone, where they think that they have to take on the weight of the world by themselves. And so they don't allow themselves to tune into their creativity on their natural side, because they're not expressing, they're just holding everything in. And this is great.
Thank you. Thank you for adding that. I mean, I had ended, and you're like, let's take a deeper dive and really going into it. And there's another thing, you know, that Eric and I have talked about, is the therapeutic value of the book writing challenge. A lot of people, you know, they do want to write a book, yet there's a lot of people going through or have gone through his program that did it for purely therapeutic reasons. And it's pretty amazing. So as you touched upon that, what you just said, Amy, you know, it's right. It's more than being an author. It's expressing your thoughts, moving things that need to be moved out of your head, out of your body, releasing it. So
yeah, that actually came up in one of my tarot card readings this week. I do these pick a card readings for YouTube, just in case anybody doesn't know. And I remember one of the piles, it was specifically talking about person really needing to write. It's like, I also do charm readings and things. So in this particular reading, there was a piece of a pen, there was a piece of a paper, and there was like a binder tab that all came up. And I mean, I have like hundreds of little things in the charm bucket. So for 3 things that all have to do with writing to come up, along with other cards that had to do with like expressing and things, it's like, wow, this person, whoever's getting this video, really needs to express and really like allow everything to come out. And so it's a very, very therapeutic thing. And if you ever want to check out my channel, it's Amy Thomson Tarot on YouTube. I just thought I would let you know that. But I have not even posted that one. I have a bunch of videos in the background that are waiting to go up, and I'm kind of being guided as to when to release them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so that's the murder mystery that you're talking about. And for people who want to write, either write for the murder mystery or even take part in murder mysteries around the world, and also for people who want to just get into writing either as therapeutic or business, or any kind of, like, if you want to take a writing challenge for 30 days. That's what I got from what you're sharing, right?
Yeah, and his system, it's really simple. It's 15 minutes a day, basically. You're writing in 5-minute increments, and he's got it set up so you determine your chapters, your paragraphs, your sentences. It's really easily laid out, and there's also a group around it, and there are phone calls. So you're not doing it solo. There is definitely a community, a club, a group of you. And he runs one for 30 days, and then he launches another one. So
And is that to raise money for his wife who has?
it's all wrapped into it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether or not that's like something that he does for people like as contribution or for free, or whether that's something that he.
Oh, it's definitely. Oh no, there is.
Like if it's a church. Okay, well, no, I just want to know because people who are watching this would want to know, is that something I can get in on? And people who aren't able to get in on that, they can take the same kind of ideas from this that you just shared, bring it into their own lives, but they're not necessarily going to have the format and the team and the accountability and all of that stuff, right? But it's still, writing is amazing.
Writing is amazing.
Oh, it totally is. And I mean, I used to write all the time, like every single day, and it made a big difference for me, but I don't write very often now. I do a lot of like expressing other ways as well. So aside from Eric, you were talking about Angel, like the anniversary of Wendy.
Right. So Wendy Huffman with Let's Make the Difference is working with individuals, folks in Zambia, and putting courses in a vocational school, self-development, transformational programs. She's looking to incorporate solar panel with like the buildings over there where we're looking to house the actual training grounds and whatnot. And so there's an angelversary. It's the 2-year passing of her husband, Bill, her partner, Bill, who is in Zambia traveling on, you could say it, a missionary of sorts. And he passed away. He had a stroke there in Livingstone, Africa. And so there's a direct connection and tie-in. This is coming up. It's in April 12th is the 2-year angelversary of Bill's passing. And we are currently creating this event. We're looking to do 24 hours. At this point, it looks like 9 hours of, this is top secret stuff. Don't say anything, anybody. Shh. 9 hours of recorded interviews, and then we're going to have 3 hours of live. And we're looking at it. It's a release, recovery, sip, share, and celebrate. So stay tuned for more information on this.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's coming up so soon. And I was just asking if there was a website for it or where people can get more information for this. And Wendy's amazing. Wendy came to our summit. That's where I met her. And she was invited through you, Brian Patrick. But she offered to assist our Where Dreams Connect Summit, like the afterwards, the follow-up team. And I was so grateful for that. Like, how do we get a hold of Wendy if people want to help out with the Angelversary, or if they want to help to contribute to schools in Zambia, or, how?
Sure. Right. So I could reach out to me at this Gmail right here, at the Gmail here, the email address. Don't have Wendy's Gmail right on hand. Okay. And the website is under construction. It's coming up, brand new website.
Perfect. It sounds like she could use a bigger team.
She can use a bigger team. And speaking of, here's the cool thing, ladies and gentlemen, who are out there, the International Nonprofit News Channel. I'm working with an individual right now, Vincent, training him in the reporting realm, journalism, right? And so we'll be documenting the process of what's being created with the vocational schools, the transformational programs, and the all of it. He'll be recording, writing, sending it into the editing studio. We'll be putting videos up. They'll be going on Opportunity Entertainment, and you can follow the story. So really, I'm a big proponent of trust and transparency. So when it comes to supporting nonprofits and where your money is going, you're going to see it happening in action live. So get a hold of me at the Gmail here, listenbigmedia@gmail.com, and we can talk about the Angelversary and how you can support Wendy and her purpose with Let's Make the Difference. Highly powerful women like the one next to me right now. I am an equal opportunity empire. I'm all for powerful women causing miracles in the world.
Yeah. You know what I'm really present to right now? And thank you for saying that. I'm really noticing had some conversations with people about projects and whatnot, and almost all the people have a listening of, well, how much is it? How much do I need to pay to help with that? Or I can't contribute because, I don't know where money's going and whatnot. And a lot of these projects could use manpower, very like
women
so many
power.
of these things. Okay, human power,
People power.
any kind of power. But a lot of these people could use these resources that aren't necessarily monetary. So if you're looking at supporting an organization and you're like, well, I don't have the money, or I don't know where it would be going, and you might not have a trust there, get to know the organization a little bit better. See how you can be involved. See how you can help out. Transparency is key as well. I love your hat. I love your hat.
I realized I was sitting here in front of the camera balding. I'm like, the lights are probably burning my hair even more. I better put the hat on.
Well, my hair turned green. So I mean, you may be balding, but I mean, I went from like brown hair.
I need your lights.
I guess my hair was purple last week. I don't know. I don't even know. You need my lights? Okay. I want you to take your shirt off. It sounds kind of weird, but because there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this, guys.
This is planned.
Okay, you just have to do it because it just made me laugh so much earlier.
All right, we're bringing. So for those of you on the
sexy back
on the podcast, you're not gonna on the audio podcast, you're not gonna be able to catch this.
Oh, you know what? I can see the shirt more because earlier today, you were just a floating head, and I thought with the lion there, I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
So apparently lighting, that's what happened. The lighting changed, shut off since we actually did that run.
Yeah, because I literally couldn't see your shirt earlier.
I know. I was totally talking head.
It was perfect. It was perfect. And I love your logo, by the way. I noticed it changed between now and last week.
Oh yeah. Change is a constant. Amy, what the safari bound right here is, I was at Ken Krell's Pride event last weekend, 3-day event, for basically creating your high ticket offer and putting on these irresistibly profitable digital online events. And he has another Pride weekend coming up. And if you'd like to get a good deal on the next one, reach out to me at the address here. Listen on bigmedia@gmail.com. And a really good group, a good team that he's got. They operate out of Australia, and he works with people around the world on his team as well. So it was a stellar event, 10 hours each day, and it went off like without a hitch.
Yeah. Ken amazes me. He showed up at 4 a.m. his time to our event so that he could be a speaker. And he is so natural and such an entertaining person. Like, his charisma oozes. And, you can tell, like, by being around him and listening and learning from him, you're going to have stellar events. I wish I could have gone, and I could not go to this one. But I hope whatever you got, you get to share with me, okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead.
Okay, because I was going to say there are a few events. I know we're coming to the top of the hour, and there are a few events that I do want to mention so that people can take advantage of it if they want. So we are hosting a volunteer information session for anybody who wants to be part of the Creative Collaboration Summit, helping your dreams and everybody else's dreams connect and come together. So we're hosting that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's only an hour, so it's not going to be like a really long time. But if you're interested in possibly being part of the team, this is the email address you can reach out to. Additionally, you can go right on Where Dreams Connect, the Facebook group on Where Dreams Connect. I thought it was going to be on here, but it's not. So go to Facebook, search the group Where Dreams Connect, and the invitation is right at the top of the page. So you can just click and register right away. Additionally, completely different event. I've got an Affirming Arts event on Tuesday. This is something I'm offering as a contribution to humanity. And it is doing, seeing what's in the subconscious mind, what you got going on in the world of success, personal growth, and what may be stopping you from really fulfilling on your goals. And then I take your thoughts, we look at the affirmations that are going to be exact for what you need, right? So we do a testing process, and then I teach you how to create amazing artwork that's going to be specifically out of your own affirmations. So if you're interested in being part of that event, you can go here on Facebook. That's the Affirming Arts group. And so I'll be posting how to register for that right in the group. So it's facebook.com/affirming arts. And it's where we teach you how to unblock everything you've got within you so you can really move forward in your personality, authenticity, and power. Okay. I think that's it. Oh no, the last thing for events that I got going on is anybody who's a wellness person or has any kind of, if you've got any kind of skills, essentially any kind of skills, and you feel that you can help families who have either, they have at-risk kids, at-risk youth. Okay, so if you feel that you can help at-risk youth with either doing any kind of education or like financial, or even we're looking for a physical team like fitness and all of that. We're bringing this holistic approach to this project. Yeah, if you know anybody who can help out with that, or if you are somebody, reach out to us here at success@dreamsconnect.com. Okay, thank you so much. I am complete with events.
I thank you for sharing that. And Amy, again, a powerhouse with what you're up to and what you're doing. And it sounds like you are producing ridiculously irresistible digital events. And that's the only way to roll, right?
I was like, I'm off camera. I'm like trying.
You're on. You got it. All right. Are we ready for some words to your mother?
We are ready for some words to your mother. I have to screen them to see if they're appropriate for my mother or not. But for your mother, yes, I'm ready for words to your mother.
You better screen them. So I had to live in the desert before I could understand the value of grass in a green ditch.
Wow, that's actually really profound. Yes, I think that's appropriate for my mother. I think I'll share that.
I read it. They were going through all these quotes on green, and this came up. I'm like, that's kind of wow. That is a little heavy, a good heavy. So here we go again. I had to live in the desert before I could understand the full value of grass in a green ditch.
Yeah, that kind of sums up a lot of. You know what? That sums up. A few of my friends are writing some books. One of them is From Bottom to Top, and it's people who've reached the bottom and how they've brought themselves to the top or overcome the things. It's pretty fun. All right.
And if you're not having fun, that's no fun.
Exactly.
So have some fun.
I'm gonna have fun taking this wig off because it's been itching me this whole time. But I feel really fun. I feel really
good.
Cute. Should have done my eyebrows and stuff to be green. Maybe I could look like an Oompa Loompa. All right. Anyway, I will talk to everybody later. Have an amazing St. Patrick's Day, and peace out.
Peace until next week.
See you
we'll
soon.
peace it again. Peace.